Hail the tribe of the internet. I am Mortis, and this is Scarlet Hollow. In this chapter, we are going to the mines. Let's go! No, I don't think we need a recap. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there, right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, dangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little body. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I would have needed that recap. As they carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. You're not sure if you will ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Yes, check on Dusty. Oops, that's not Dusty, that's a misclick. The doll is great as well. Great, the doll didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all, though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Yes, return, and now check on Dusty. Hey, Dustin! You open the drawers to check in on the little opossum you met yesterday, and now he has a bread. Oh good, he's still here. That's nice, but it looks like you won't be able to use those clothes anytime soon. I don't even want to. Those are Dustin's clothes now. It's Dustin's nest now. Hi, Dustin. No, why would you say that? Leave the little man in peace. What's the harm in letting the little man continue to nest in your clothes? Yeah. At least your outfit from yesterday still smells pretty okay. Maybe no one will notice. Oh. Should we just not shower in this run? Try to find out how smelly we can be. Look at the window, sure. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might lurking in the garden. Wait, right there, I see you. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal, it could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Live. Maybe we'll head out there and investigate after you're finished waking up. Yeah, we should text her. I killed her dog, and I also forgot it, so it's even worse. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Yes. There's a picture of a tired cat you found on the internet. No. Hi, how are you holding up? It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Yes, time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Hi, Frou-Frou. Hi. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? Pet her, no. Let's ask for permission. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as that may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. You should always talk to your cat. And pets in general. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Hey! You sure took your time getting up. Hey, Cat! It's like 8 a.m. There are monsters. No. Really rough night. I'm sorry. What's the plan for the day? It's like 8 a.m. Is it late? It's late for someone who was supposed to be at work half an hour ago. I would like to be able to get up at 8. Like me. I wanted to make sure I relay this message in person in case you decided to ignore my texts again. I replied to you. I wasn't ignoring you. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods, it doesn't mean she will keep you out of trouble. I'm pretty sure that she will get me into trouble, more likely. I want you home by sunset from here on out. What's up with you and Stella? Can I hang out with you today? I don't want to be by myself. No, what is up with you and Stella? We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Can I hang out with you today? I don't want to be by myself. At the mine? No. Sorry, but last night, but what you're doing is unacceptable. I mean, honestly, we just got here and really, she is responsible for us here. Don't worry about it. Sure, whatever. I'm sorry. I had no idea what was going to happen and I didn't think I would worry you like that. Yeah. The smile. Good. Glad we are on the same page. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Oh, and by the way, you owe me $4.39 for the ice cream. Yeah, see, I told you she only wants us to pay her. But I wonder if we are in a very bad relationship with her. Is it getting any worse? Like, because we've been nice to her, she only wants us to pay money for the ice cream. And if we would be rude and mean to her, it would be worse. Maybe, I don't know, honestly. I always want to be friends with Tabby. Tabby is so sweet. Also, I'm drinking peach-flavored tea right now, and it's very delicious. Your cousin happily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak and slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. By the way, why can I not give Tabitha the money? I want to give her the money. I was able to leave a $5 tip at the diner. Why cannot I not pay Tabby the ice cream? I want to pay it. Stella! You know, up most of the night on cryptid forums, but no good answers yet. Chugging coffee in library now if you want to join. I have scones. Now, just so you know, for a very, very long time, I had no idea what scones are. And recently, I watched the video and the guy who made the video was eating scones in it. So now I know. Now I finally know what these are. Because in the last 20 playthroughs I did, I had no idea what those were. So yeah, I know it now. Scones, say no more. Cool. Still waking up. Yes. Every morning is just so hard for me. I hate mornings. I can't with them. After last night, no. I'll be there in a bit, still waking up. And that's that. Time to start your day. Yeah, PBG. Sure, Stella might have scones at the library, but scones are later. PBG is now. You quickly scrape together the ingredients and gobble up a delicious breakfast. And that's that. Investigate the garden? Sure. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. Dusty Mom is still here! I think it's gonna be... It's either at the end of this chapter... No, I'm pretty sure it's the end of this chapter when Stella gets the goat to the greenhouse and Dustin Mom gonna be in the drawer with Dustin tomorrow morning. I'm saying it pretty confidently, but actually I'm not 100% sure. At the very least, you don't see anything now. I see Dustin Mom. Investigate further, yes. You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where the thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Take it all in, sure. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you are surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. The greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. And there is a swing as well. You think? I want to use the swing. I love swing. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountain sits a graveyard here, our very own graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the Scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you are standing right now. Check the ground. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. Here, Wayne's footprint with all the goopy stuff. You think that it's some special goopy stuff, or is just Wayne's body rotting away? I know it's it sounds very bad, but I'm very curious. What's Wayne goo is really? A bootprint, a big bootprint, and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the spectre from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. Keep it to yourself for now. We are going to show them it at the library. You keep it to yourself for now. No need to cause any worry just yet. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Head to town. Bye, Frou-Frou! The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any sign of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feels less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Nika! Look who I found at library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. Now, let's pause it for a second, okay? I also want to point out that we got Stella's number. We are in a group chat with Kanika. Why on earth can we not get Reezy's phone number, or we are not inviting him to the group chat? I want to be able to keep in touch with Reese. And supposedly, Stella and Kanika are his friends. Why are we not inviting him to the group chat? That's all. That's all. If you have an answer for that, I would like to know it, okay? I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, and I'm still trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They are ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. I need those cones. Can't wait to solve this mystery. Heart emoji. Why would I send a heart emoji? On my way. Almost back to town. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Mortis. Hi, everybody. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sibyl's to pick up her new tea blend, and well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. Because I puked all over the diner, or you went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't with her. They are never apart. Yes, that one may be on me. Gretchen ran off. Nothing really happened. I mean, if Stella didn't say anything, it's probably not my place to share. I mean, you are not my friend, it's not my dog, although I killed it. But you know, Stella will tell you when she wants to tell you, right? Okay, I guess that's fair. I hope everything's okay. Well, I will tell you what. I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Maybe can fix you some of Sibyl's new blend. Maybe it will calm you down a bit. I think you will like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. I don't know what chaga is. I probably should know it. But lemon is fine. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Mortis. See ya, Sibyl. Bye-bye. Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Mr. Girl, we both know that there is something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? What is wrong with people here? No, that's also for the Azora. Okay, Mr. Girl. Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. Is it? Is it foreshadowing? I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to, like tea. Stay safe, Mortis, and God bless. You probably have a bit of time before you are needed at the library. Yeah, we should check on Avery. You head towards the diner. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast and the smell of my puke. Warn the patrons. No. Talk to Avery. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Hey. Before you can exchange words, Minnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. Dance for the 29 down is oink, by the way. Also, where is the tea? Again. Where is the tea? It's not on the table. Why is everyone always putting everything in my lap? Is it because I'm hot? I'm sure it's because of... Oh. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is the sound the pen make? Wait, pen like big pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They are just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time. But maybe I should switch to Sudoku. I always hated Sudoku. I'm very bad with numbers. Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. Now, the thing is, we can flirt with Avery. But if we flirt with him, we won't be able to tell him what happened last night. And if I remember correctly, we won't be able to invite him to ghost hunting. But I would like him to be there, so we are not going to flirt with him just now. But we are going to try our tea, and this is very important. I want you to remember this. We are drinking the tea right now. Mystical. You take a gentle sip of your tea. Sybil was right. You can already feel it begin to ease some of the strain and tension from last night's event. Wow, not a lot of folks take to chaga so quickly. It's a fungus that grows on birch trees around here. It's supposed to be super healthy, but it definitely makes for a challenging drink. Fungus tea. Color me impressed. No, we can't flirt. What if you don't believe me about last night? I'm not here to judge, I'm here to listen. Okay, tell him. You spill the beans, glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you witnessed. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I can't believe Gretchen is really gone. Seemed like that dog was gonna live forever. I'm sorry, okay? And monsters? In the woods? I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around this part. I can't say I like the thought of it. I hadn't pegged you as a transplant. Where are you from? I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there is a shared history I will never be a part of. Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there is no way she's leaving this place. Why did you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. Nah, it's cool. I was having some issues with my folks about my education, which wasn't great, especially since I was still stuck under the roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Well, we are hot, okay? I haven't felt like an outsider at all. Even after I puked everywhere, I'm just hot, okay? I fit in everywhere. Everyone here has been so welcoming. Of course they are. Maybe to exclude? No. No need to dunk on your cousin. No, we like Tabby. But I guess I've only been here a day. Yeah, I don't think it's the kind of thing you notice until you've really lived somewhere. But hey, who knows? You should get out of here. No. Let me know if you happen across any leads. We are on the case, but I hardly know where to start. Let me know if you hear anything. Definitely. Oh man, it looks like my shift is starting. Hopefully the Chagas had a chance to start working its magic. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I will let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly half wave before disappearing into the back. Papa, Avery! You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. And sorry, I was trying to say what Winnie was reading, and I accidentally clicked. Okay, let's go to the general store. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Take it in. All the plushies. Cat, the axolotl, the snake. I think these are all Sibyl's magic rocks. Fresh pickle, that's very important. Lemon stick. Local artist. Oh, they could sell Reese's art here, just saying. I mean, yeah, that's a bit out of there, but you know. Choconuts. Snacky morsels. Oh, I like this place. And look at all the details. It's so amazing. No. That's a Dustin there. A Dustin Bebe. I mean, it's not Dustin, but it's a... What the heck is this? Opossum. It's an opossum. You can't do this. It may be Dustin's father. Okay. Oh. Offer the peanuts, yes. The young man looks up at your now quiet pungent bag of peanuts, curses his lips in disgust, and returns to his phone. You do not want my peanuts? Oh, you should live under monsters in the woods. No. Hi, I'm Mortis with the peanuts. Hi, I'm Mortis. I just got to town yesterday. I'm Miles. What you doing on your phone? Playing a Dragon Ball game. It's not like it's cool or anything. I'm just killing time. Also, in the Dragon Ball outfit, everyone in this household loves anime, and I'm all in for it. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or... You can just have some chips if you want, it's not a big deal. Wouldn't that be stealing? If Tanika cares about me offering someone some free chips, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. She inherited the store and I don't want to keep getting suckered into working here just because I'm her brother. We make most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna attack Anika. I'm good. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. I'm hot. I can do it. You grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips from a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days. Cool. See ya, Miles. See ya. Miles' focus turns back to his phone as you leave the general store. Head to the library. Yes. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Also, first of all, take it in. But this, I think it's a painting. This painting here is my favorite. Like, I understand. So this is child's show, okay? They say he is the responsible for the mind collapse that we are going to learn in this episode about. But why would you put it out in a library? And this picture just so upsetting. Like, that's a thing that I think maybe this is the church and the fire, and they are just tied, this poor man, to this rail thing, and why are the children so happy about it? The women are crying. I think they have to be related, I think. But why are the children so happy? It's just such a strange picture. It hurts my mind. And then Pixel. Hi, Pixel. Yeah, it's just so strange. I don't get it. Oh, hey, you made it. Scarlet pointed at all of the books before heading over to her table. Yes. You quietly shush Stella before heading over to her and Panika's table. This is a library. You made it. Glad you could join us. So, these are the scones. But the scones that I saw in that video I mentioned earlier did not look like these ones. But I'm going to assume it's the same thing. Morning, Mortis. You look tired. Hi, Nick. And you look fabulous. Neutral mind. No. Yeah. I will sleep when I'm dead. This is literally how I live my life. You can't just tell someone they look tired. You totally can. I will sleep when I'm dead. We've got important work to do. Yeah, I'm eager to crack into these books. Agreed. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Before you begin, you remember the boot print you found in the garden? Yes, show them. Hey, before we begin, I found something in the garden this morning. You hold up your phone and show Kanika and Stella the photo you took in the garden. These prints were in the bushes with a clear line of sight to my window. Dang, that's creepy. Are you okay? What in the world is that liquid around it? It looks like pus. Do you think it's Wayne? I know it's Wayne. Those boots are too big to be tubbies. Yes, someone watching my room. But it felt worth bringing it up. Do you think it's Wayne? Creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Mortis by name, and those boot prints match up with the mining getup. Where do you know how a mining boot print looks like, Stella? Whoa, apparently I missed a lot last night, huh? I wonder if there is any connection between that guy and what happened in the woods last night. Like what? I mean, I don't have anything specific, but we do have that whole prophecy of impending doom angle to explore, and this photo is weird. I can't stop thinking about those letters on the ground. If he's sick, maybe it's from the creatures we encountered. Hey there, stranger. Hey, Oscar. And literal stranger. We won't be strangers for long. We could go with that, but you know what we're gonna go with? Peanuts! You extend your bag of peanuts to the librarian in a gesture of friendship and good faith. I don't know what to say. Is this a gift? I'm allergic to peanuts. Not serious allergic, but they give me a rash. That's just an excuse, okay? A rash is not allergy enough to turn down my peanut, okay? Hey Oscar, this is Mortis. You know, Tabby's cousin? Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well, I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance is strong. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and only librarian. Oscar is amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. You all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know, the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they are just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I'm sure she's fine. Yeah, ditchlings, do we want to bring up ditchlings? Nah, I'm sure she's fine. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There is some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchling? Yeah, Stella just brings it up anyway. They are a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kinda look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchling. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, what a shot. I like how Oscar just goes with it, you know? He's not questioning it. If you say ditchlings, he's going to think about ditchlings, even if he doesn't even know what they are. Oh, he's so sweet. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Stella is barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she is right about the weird stuff. There is definitely something unusual going on out in the woods. Misty girl, if I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. Get out while you still can. Yeah. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Mortis, she's been hanging out with Stella too much. I was. Rosalina is a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble. And we will make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Mortis, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? 13-year-old though? That's very young. I mean, I was a reckless teen as well, but I think I was a bit older when I get into situations that almost killed me. Like 13 is a bit young for that, I think. Or I'm just too old, you know. That's a possibility as well. Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got them! Just grab the whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is gonna be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading away. Look at the stickers, they are so cute. Now, you have an option. Reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Sala do the work for you. And if you are hot and also have the strong trait, then you have an option where Kanika says something like it's fine, we all have our own strengths and weaknesses, something between those lines. And then you don't have to read all of these. I mean, you still skip it if you want, but that's a fun thing, I guess. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, the history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mine. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated, I honestly don't know, by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Also, if you have Booksmart, then you get more to read, and I really like those stories. So yeah, check it out. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate that was until 1895 the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1980, it was found that Charles Shaw, you see, Charles Shaw, who was on the picture I showed you in the library, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the death of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. So this is what we are reading here is a history book, which as a fact states that Charles Shaw was responsible for the mine collapse. Okay, take notes here because this is important. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son Theodore, this is also important, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. Okay, another note here. Enoch, who took over the mine, is a savior of the town. Okay? According to this book. So this is how your family made its fortune. Silas Scarlet, soldier, woodsman, leader. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1880. Death number one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1846. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. So this is how Scarlet Hollow was founded by Silas Scarlet. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas' own two hands, occupied by his family of 10, Silas, his wife, Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. 8 children is exactly 8 more than what I would able to raise. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills. But it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. So also he started the coal mine business. He saved what he could, and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. So he is the founder of the town itself and the mine. We are finished with this one, thank you. Appalachian folk monsters. So yeah, if you have Booksmart, you can read more in all of the topics, and I think you have more topics as well, if I remember correctly. But folk monsters is my favorite. You have more monsters that you can read about. A few entries catch your eye. So yeah, we have 3 here, and with Booksmart I think you have about 5. Wampus cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud, howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down, and by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own wild magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a white cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village get her to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pet and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Tominockers, enigmatic cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing mischief. In this chapter, we are going to find Tominockers, or Stella insists that they are Tominockers. Tominockers originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They are named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the support of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Okay, remember that. Dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Okay, take notes here. Tailipo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. This is my personal favorite. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, and the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eyes. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick, and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. "Guess this will have to do," he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed, satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he had been. And in the gloom, he saw two big, yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my deadly paw. A high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. Go away, he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movement. I want my deadly paw, the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my daily paw. Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the wood. And we are done here. I like this tale so much. This is great. He closed the book and put it back. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, if we are going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Pixel! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Hi, Pixel! Oh, hey, Pixel! You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Oh, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treat. Pixel immediately goes down on Stella's street. Sorry if Pixel is bothering you all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. That is such a cat thing to do. My cat when he was younger, he was so jealous of my laptop, he often pushed it off the table. So I was just walking around the house and I heard this huge, very loud thud on the ground, and I knew that it was the cat pushing down the laptop again. So yeah, it's such a cat thing, being jealous of anything that is not you. Why do you let the paper shredder freely wander a library? No! Leave Pixel be! Pixel is a fine cat. We decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Oh, Pepe! You're so cute! Oh, such a love! Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. Let me know if you all need anything. Any luck with Rosalina? Have you had any luck with Rosa yet? Not yet. I knew a team would be a handful, but I didn't think it would happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts. Yeah. I've done many things as a teenager that, well, it's better that my parents don't know about it. You know. Let's keep those a secret, I think. It's a teenager thing, isn't it? Everyone does stupid things. Do you think Wayne factors into any of these? I honestly wouldn't be shocked. There is something seriously wrong with him. Like, I can viscerally feel it in my gut. Maybe he's sick. Maybe that has something to do with what you saw in the woods. I don't know. I would buy it. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incident? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah. Apparently, in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing the detonation was a single electrical switch, which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. I mean, yeah, that's an unsettling fact, yes. Right? It's conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. That's how you deal with nuclear shit, right? I don't think disarming nuclear bomb is part of our skill set. So the nuke made the ditchling. We're screwed. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Yeah, Gosford is almost 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they are biological. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make you. It makes monsters. And the 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I like this one. This is good. I missed it. Do you think there is a cult here? A bomb-worshipping cult? You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kimika. Do you guys think that there is like a cult here? Maybe the Dishling were actually nudies doing some sort of weird ritual. Yeah, maybe the Dishlings were summoned. A lot of folks refuse and though. Maybe the Dishlings were summoned as part of a ritual or something like that. I'd assume the spiral we found was some sort of nest made by the ditchlings, but yeah, maybe we had cause and effect backwards. So yeah, the spiral, they mentioned in the first episode, that my mind just couldn't register as a spiral. I'm writing it down. Oh, the cute little ditchling! Wow. It's much more likely that thing was a nest than it was some sort of magical ritual site. I honestly don't know. Talk about Silas. Sure, so Silas Scarlet. Rich guy in the south. I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. Guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. That's a great point here. This right here. Wow, talk about self-made man. Seems like a great dude. Yeah, I mean, he was a product of a different time. We can't just say he was terrible because, first of all, we know that all of these history books lie. Well, most of them. Yeah, I guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. Sure, but the dude was still a monster. Why are you saying that? You don't know that. Sorry, you're related to him? Whoa. Whoa. Stella. You can't just say that. Why are we acting like we knew him? Here for retribution? No. One of the burial ground situations like poltergeist? No. The sound is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing under itself. No offense. Yeah. Terrible person. Yeah. I don't think he's really relevant to whatever's happening right now. I honestly don't think that he is relevant. It's all started with Enoch. I guess. I agree. We're talking about ancient history here. Yeah, we probably have better leads. It never hurts to have historical context. Yes, you see? Yes. Wings of Scarlet, of course, let's talk about my family. Danica visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. And you're still gonna go down there, Nick. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. What is a crevasse? It sounds like croissant. Sorry, I don't know what it is. It's when you are climbing inside a cave like in a very tight space. It's cave climbing thingy, that's what it means. What happened after the mine collapse? Union busting mine collapse from poor working conditions, economic shock. No, what happened after the mine collapse? The book just kinda glosses over that, yeah, it's sus. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There is not a whole lot written about the past century here. Why is that, I wonder? Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. Dude, you should come to Hungary, really. Nothing is ethically run here. No offense or anything, I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Also, poor Charles, poor guy. Still hasn't let the union in though. I mean, this is a prime example of why you shouldn't believe everything you read. Like, not just on the internet, even the history that they teach you, let's say in the school. How do you know that it's really what's happened, you know? I'm trying to translate this saying in my mind right now. How is it? History is written by the victors. Help me, please. You know what I mean. So you can never be sure. There is a reason she and I don't talk. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Trash Show. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. And how wrong you are. I got run out of town on a rail, you know? Yeah, I saw the painting. And that's not a figure of speech. Back then they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall. I've seen it, but you know what I was thinking about? They tie you to this rail. They are getting you up on their shoulders, bringing you out of town, and just put down and leave you there. And if someone helps you free yourself, you know, just gets you off the rail, then you have a chance to survive. But if no one helps you, you're just gonna die there. Like, they don't care. I understand that they thought that this whole disaster was caused by him. But really, just putting them out there and leave him to die? Like, wow. He got off easy if you ask me. What, Nix? What's your problem? This link here for Fortan, another collapse. Are coming from the mines. What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems thick. Not sure how they tie in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. That's true. Mines seem too obvious. It's got to be something else. The mines are important. The whole town is built around them. Yes. Maybe the Dishlings are warning us about another collapse. Writing it down. I love it. I love it. Writing it down with potential disasters. Geez, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There is no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. You all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? Nope. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. It's true too about everything, isn't it? You never know. Folk monsters, yes! So, Appalachian folk monsters, and we can talk about all of them. Wampuscats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voice like a woman crying out, somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely, they are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. We just saw them yesterday in the nest thing. There was a dead mountain lion there. I want you, Stella, I want you to get that footage and look at it very closely. Just don't focus on Gretchen. Focus on all the other dead animals and you are going to see it very clearly. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. We literally saw one yesterday. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal, sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank, then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out. And now here we are. They were eating the scones! It's so cool! I like these little environmental changes. They're so nice. Have I ate scones? I hope I did. We'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of Bigfoot. Or skunk ape, I guess. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise. I'm holding you to it. Do you think ditchlings are Tommyknockers? No. We know that it's not true. Do you know Wayne is a Tommyknocker? No, it's always not true. My mom used to tell me the Tailipo story. I would totally forgotten about it. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There is this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Tailipo, the one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Tailipo. I've camped out there a couple of times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Isn't everything spooky in the forest at night? Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days, chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Yeah, let's move on. We should check out the mines. We should head back to the woods. I would head back to the woods, by the way. Why don't we just have a look for Rosa? What do you all think? Now, you can choose head back to the woods or help for Rosa, but they are gonna say, boo, we don't want that. So yeah, your only option is to go for the mines. So let's just say we should check out the mines. Between Wayne and the old collapse and the fact that the whole town's practically been built around them, it seems like the smartest place to start. Good idea! There's an awful lot of mines-related stuff in my notes. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. And this way, we seem smart. Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Stella. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mine. I promise, Nick, we are just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we will cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Yeah, and hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we are at it. Maybe Tabby can help us. Get a chance to know Tabby a little better. I'm sure Tabby is going to love that we are snooping around. Stay under the radar. Awesome, let's roll. I'm sure Tabby is going to love that we are snooping around. Same goes for all of us, honestly. I can't think of a single person in town Tabitha would be happy to see. She likes me. We'll just have to make sure we don't get caught. We'll be super sneaky. I can even keep lookout. Look at us going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese! I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Why is he not part of the group chat if you miss him so much? I'm just asking. Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. The poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Mortis. Maybe we will finally get him to leave his little cave. Hey, yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We will let you know if we run into Rosa. Thanks, guys. I will keep you all posted. Bye-bye, Oscar. Reese! Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. And here down in the basement lives Reese. Reese! It's Stella! I brought some buddies too. Shh! Not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Also, she's so pretty! Look at her! If I were to romance any of the, the elder characters in this game, it would be Dr. What's your name? Dr. Kenny. Doctor, what's your name? Yes? Yeah. And she looks so much like Reese. The hair, the face, everything. And I like it. I very much like it that they are so alike. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Mortis would get along super well too. We would, and we will. Offer the peanuts, yes! Oh. You hold out your pungent bag of peanuts. Maybe you can bribe Reese's mom into letting him hang out with you. Yes! He can't eat peanuts. Why no one in this town can eat peanuts? I honestly hope that these peanuts will save our lives at some point. Reese's mom turns back to the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. He sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and you all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he will be perky, but I'm sure it will brighten his spirit to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Mortis. Thank you! That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. It's not... okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Sorry. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Bye-bye. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yes, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Mortis. But I won't. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. I'm sick of you, Stella. I'm sick of you, not the woods. Either way works for me. Alright, Stella, what's actually up with you and Car? The mines have got to be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Mortis. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. Ride with Kanika, yeah. I will ride with Kanika. See you at the mine. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom is scary. I don't think either Stella or I have seen the guy outside of his house for years. I've seen him in person maybe for 5 or 6 times in as many years. I love that Kanika is appreciating me offering my pungent peanuts to Dr. Kelly. I love Kanika. She's great. And that was always in his house and with his mom right there the whole time. No one even knows what he's sick with. That sort of isolation can be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Hot? So you think I'm cute? Oh, oh no, I hope you forgot I said that. Sorry, I know it must have seemed pretty forward. Sometimes I just get a little flustered around new people. Especially if those people are cute and standing right outside my bedroom door in the middle of the night. Okay, that's a good reason. That's very good reasoning. I think you are cute too. No. Reese is our only man. Please don't do it again. No. You don't have to apologize. I'm used to it. I'm sure you are with a natural smolder like that. But I hope you know I didn't mean anything by it. I just call it how I see it. It is all. You are very pretty as well, Nix. I like you. No, she's not around. Can you tell me what's up with Bella and Cars? Oh, that's so rude. It took some convincing to get her to ride back with you last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked her about it last night too. I was wondering if there is more to it than just not liking them. Wait, she actually got into a car last night? She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. So yeah, it's very understandable. So yeah, just imagine it. Being in the car during the accident when your parents die and you are the sole survivor. So yeah, I understand Stella's trauma. I don't like her, sorry. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Well, does a bus count as a car? Because if it does, then yeah, there is not a chance, no. Poor Stella. And now Gretchen too, I'm sorry. Yeah, and now Gretchen's gone too. Yeah, it's not fair. She's such a sweetheart and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. I'm sorry. What's actually going on with Reese? Yes. Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been wrecked a few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors, at least not any I'm aware of. I mean, she is a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you would think it was something you would put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know, I'm probably just projecting or something. That's rough. Yeah. Yep. What's up with your brother? I swung by the general store this morning and met Miles. What's his deal? He didn't do anything weird, did he? He tried to make me steal some chips. No. He did a good job. He made me. How is someone making you steal something? Like, he wasn't holding the gun to my head. It's not like he made me do it, you know. It was fine. He was on his phone. He made me steal some chips. Well, yeah, we are hot. We can say this. Of course he did. I'm sure he told you all about how we get most of our money from bulk orders, so it doesn't really matter if you just take something. You don't want the money though? I shouldn't pay you or something? It's fine, thanks for letting me know. I just wish he would grow up. It feels like I can't trust him to do anything without leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, he's family and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Can you please drive me out of town? No. Why do you still live here? That's so rude. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Yeah, this wasn't the plan and it still isn't. I was actually a couple of years into vet school, top of my class, might I add. When my dad died, my mom wasn't up for running the store and you met Miles. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. How long is a semester? Is it half a year? Is it 6 months? I don't know. I never went to university. I don't know. It's not just about my family too. The general store. It's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I will get to go back next semester. I would say welcome to Dad's Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. The great thing about Kanika, that she also appreciates it. You're funny. I am, thank you. Wet school? Just like Stella's mom. You know, I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. You would be a great vet. Chase your dreams. You shouldn't wait on other people for permission. Helping your family is admirable. Maybe you should stay here. No. Do you really think you're going to go back? That's also so mean. You shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. And this is very true. So the thing is that you must have a healthy amount of selfishness in life. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, like in Kanika's case, I'm not saying you shouldn't help your family when they are in need. Of course you should, because that's the right thing to do. But also you should stand up for yourself and tell them, okay, I was here for a year now, and I would like to finish my school, please, because I want to be a vet and I don't want to be stuck here. I'm sure you can manage the general store, but I'm going to be the town's vet, let's say, or I'm gonna leave the town and I'm gonna be a vet somewhere else because that's what I want. So the point is that you should think about yourself as well, because it's your life. You have to live it the way you want to live it. So don't let anyone tell you what to do or what not to do for a healthy extent, you know. So you should take advices and all, but you shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. A little harsh, but I guess you're not wrong. I suppose it's hard to think about what I want with other people relying on me like this. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Not a lot of people here shares your perspective. Drive me out of town. No. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there is enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there is a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys? Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. No, I totally buy that, mainly because I didn't understood half of what you said. Yeah, I would buy that. Those weird sounds, the not quite human ape-like appearance. Okay, good, glad I don't sound mad. We remain silent. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride, and the saddest thing is that I drank all my tea. So now I only have water, which is fine as well, but it's not warm, you know? You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella is probably going to be another couple of me. Hey all, how was the ride? Do you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep you all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense, they are probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people? I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah. I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. We are probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. You know, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Stella. It's not that she doesn't respect boundaries. She don't understand boundaries. It's something that I think she is just not capable of understanding. If Stella is on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Wow, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No? I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. I take it I'm the one going in. No, you're good, I've got this. Yeah, you're good, Kanika, I've got this. I'm hot. You will do great, I know. Here is those earbuds I mentioned earlier. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. Something. Stella and Kanika check on the other end of the line. Alright, cool. Nothing to do now, but enter the worksite. Also, why is it not chained up? Shouldn't it be closed? And they are surprised if anyone sneaks in. Like, man. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Also, I'm a Scarlet. I'm allowed to be here, aren't I? I'm in. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners. They here. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zach. You are Zach, you are Davis, and I think you are Harrison. Hey, it's Pukey! No! No! We are not hot enough. We are not hot enough for them to magically forget that we puked all over the diner. I'm sad. I'm sad now, honestly. Aww. I thought that our hotness can conquer everything, you know? that we can overcome on the greatest of pukes. But no, we are not hot enough. And I'm sad. Yuki? If you don't know what they're talking about, it's probably for the best. How is it going, Pukey? Stop it! Stop it! I'm hot! My name is not Pukey. It is now. Should have thought about that before you went puking on everything. Why are you so rude? I don't like you. Did you know I'm Tabby's cousin? I'm gonna get you fired. So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that said, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working the mines up here. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? A lot of people wear beanies. He gave me some white peanuts. Do you want any? You pull out a bag of white peanuts and offer them to the miners. He gave me some white peanuts. Do you want any? Oh no, is that where you got those things? Oh my god, they're at least a day old at this point. Boss? No thanks. I'm good. Why no one wants my peanuts? I'm offended. Now, is there anything else we can help you with? Have you seen anything weird lately? The miners looked you up and down. Weird how? Weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Run into any weird animals? Nope. You've been talking to the townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime pet to? Wait, are you talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Yeah, that's me alright. And oh, that's so sweet. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be, I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. Your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now and it's never been like this before. Ha! Maybe it's the global warming then. I think they are calling it climate change now. Knocking in the mines. People getting sick, like more than usual? Nope, nothing like that. I feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in the mine and our health is well looked after, you see? See? Tabby is a good boss. See? Any knocking in the mine? Can barely hear nothing when the machines are going down there. He's right, it's loud as It does sound like knocking though, the way the machines bounce through the rock. Not sure if that's what you were thinking. You're not asking about tummy knockers, are you? Tummy what now? Tummy knockers, they are like an old Welsh myth. Little guys that live in mines and knock on the walls before they collapse. Ha! Nothing like that around here. A couple other questions. Ask them about Wayne. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. He accosted me last night. What happened to him? He accosted me last night. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy you said was, Well, I guess he's still around. But accosting people at night, that doesn't sound like him at all. Well, you can press them, but even if you are hot or anything, they won't tell you anything more. So we are gonna leave it be. What do you think of Tabby? You should get out of town. No, actually, that's all. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye. Also, you know what? You. Okay. I'm not saying bye to you. Just go down to the mine and inhale some dust or something. You walk away from the miners. Maybe it was just me, but they seem to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you, because he's dead. Approach another group of miners. You head over to the next group of miners. Mythical! Before you can reach the miners, you are struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miners' jacket. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. What are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. And now he has his whale thing, cloth something. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Mortis, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Now, I had a run where I tried to keep Wayne secret from everyone, you know. I wasn't going with Stella to Kanika's place, so I met Wayne alone when I was going home. I haven't shown anyone the footprints, and I always lied about him. But somehow they magically know that Wayne is involved in this. So I don't know why is that. If I've done something wrong and you found a way where you can really not tell anyone and they just don't know about him, please do tell me, because I'm interested. But for now, don't mind me, our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Minty girl, whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but between the way those miners talked about him and how the call went to static, what if he is a ghost? Like actually a ghost? You hate to say it. Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Mortis. And he told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. I wonder why. That I would be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? Threatening me by saying I'm gonna be safe. I mean, sure. The plot thickens. That just means we are on the right track. I'm not about to back down. We are gonna have to talk with a bit after this group of miners anyway, so. Me trying to make me leave just means that we are on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wow, so brave! Heck yeah, Mortis! We've got your back. Thank you. Approach another group of miners. Whoa there, you feeling okay? These are new shoes if you're not. Dude, Rodriguez, is that you? I hope you know that I will get a chance to tell Tabitha to kick you out of here. So I would be a bit more, let's say just, be nicer to me, okay? I am more than my gastrointestinal distress. I'm a human being, okay? Okay? Oh yes, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I just don't get new shoes too often. Well, too bad, because you won't have a job soon. Do you want to know this guy I met on the bus? He said he had some friends up here. Here we go again. You gotta tell us about this guy later, Mortis. Maybe. What's he like? You told a group of miners about your encounter on the bus yesterday. I think I'd probably remember someone like that. Yeah, he's no friend of mine, that's for sure. Never met him. Don't know him. It's settled then. Your mysterious bus stranger is a ghost. Or he was lying about knowing people here. Or his friends were here for a bit and left town. Sure, those are perfectly rational explanations, but so is a bus ghost. All equally rational theories. Aren't you a ghost skeptical? How is a bus ghost a rational explanation here? This guy gave Mortis those peanuts too. That's not the sort of thing ghosts are usually known to do. Part of being ghost skeptical is keeping an open mind towards all manner of potential paranormal encounters. Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Odd noises? I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard, some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaac, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Say what? Tabitha! It can't be that bad here, right? I mean, weird animal sightings. Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature scene type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed. Maybe a few beers in between. People getting sick? You health inspector or something? I don't like you, dude. I really don't. The boss looks out for our head. You see? You don't need a sick day because your head is looked after. Knocking in the mines. Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't hear shit down there with the machines and men working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miner, the big machine that is. He told me stories about something that sounded like someone was pounding on the wall. No offense, Isaac, but your daddy had a few screws loose. Why is everyone so mean to Isaac? Rodriguez! He was a fine man! Yeah, come on, tell him. That's all? Yes. Anything else? Yes. What about Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? I saw him just now. I heard he went missing. He's been following me. I saw him just now. He muttered some creepy stuff to me and disappeared. I knew it. He probably just got back to camp after whatever he went off to do. Hold on a tick. Creepy isn't exactly his MO. You know that, Isaac. How do you know it was Sam Wayne? I don't recall seeing your face around here before. The name on his jacket, just like yours? Or that's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Well, now, you can steal anyone's jacket, but if the folks at the general store have been calling him that means they recognized him, right? So, Penny can't see Bill. Good people, but I don't expect they'd know every mining fella in town by sight, if you catch my drift. I mean, they can know him, right? Miss, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it would be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. I never told you he was following me. I told you I saw him just now. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though. Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, the girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Also, take notes here. I don't yet know why, but I'm almost convinced that it's going to be important later. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Was when seeing. Wow, now, if you don't know, there is no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. You can press them, but there is no reason. They won't tell you anything. So we are gonna leave it. I won't press you on it. Good. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Let's pack it in, boys. Back to work. Should we check in? Okay, so I just realized that here is this big container thing, okay? And here is all the coal. Like, this is how you store the coal? Just in big piles? Why is it not in the container? I don't know. But it's strange. To me, at least. Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main of it. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if the bit comes out. Now, if you have Street Smart, you can talk to the last group of miners, but if you don't have that trait, you are gonna get caught by Tabitha, and we don't want that. We want to walk into her office with a smile on our face, you know, just a friendly gesture, checking on her. So yeah, I need to talk to Tabitha about this stuff. Yes. Good luck, I've got my eyes peeled. You make your way to the trailer in the middle of camp. Also, sorry again for the dog snoring. He's a bit further away now. He's laying next to me, which is still pretty close, and I think the mic is going to pick up his snoring. So sorry. Tell Stella and Kanika you're about to hang up. Hey guys, I'm gonna hang up real quick. I don't want Tabitha to think I'm spying on her. She really doesn't appreciate when you go in with the earbuds. You disconnect from the call before opening the door. You enter Tabitha's trail and find her sitting at her desk, her head buried in her hands. Before we do anything else, just check out this room. There is a picture of Enoch, Disney baby, her mother, Debbie's mother, Barlan. I'm not sure, but maybe. This is the gun that she is going to bring. I think this is the gun that she's going to bring, but I'm not sure, in chapter 4. And you can see all the band posters of Stella. If you see this girl, tell her to leave, and her little dog too, I guess. But what's the curious part is, she has the band posters, but she also has these little pictures here about Stella, and I think it's a sign that she misses her really. So yeah, we want to get them back together. They are such a pretty couple. And what I never understood is why is a broken crystal ball here? Like, what's it doing here? So yeah, that's all. What are you doing here? I can just leave if you want. No, you're already here. Might as well tell me what's so important. Who is Wayne? Take what's going on seriously. Someone's been following me. I just wanted to spend some time with you. Stella and Kanika wanted me to snoop around the mines. Oh. Who is Wayne? He keeps following me. Tabitha sighed. I don't know who you think has been following you, but it's not him. If you're going around asking questions about Sam Wayne, you're probably going to hear some rumors. I'm sorry I said that I didn't know him last night. You caught me off guard and I didn't know what to say. Sam was friendly with me. He even came around to the estate a few times, and a lot of the workers here just can't seem to get over it. He disappeared, and despite what a lot of people seem to be insinuating, I don't know what happened to him. I don't even know if he is alive. Whatever, it's fine. I know it's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. But I digress. If someone's following you, you should just stay at the estate where it's safe. Funny, he just told me the same thing a minute ago. Yes, but I don't think the estate is safe. He was watching me from outside my room. Who has been following me? I don't think the estate is safe. He was just watching me from outside my room. Look at this boot print I found in the garden facing my window. We have proof. You showed a bit of the photo you took earlier today. That's a little unsettling. But I assure you, the estate is well guarded against intruders. How? Like it's literally falling apart. So the only thing I can imagine that it's well guarded against, you know, magical kind of intruders, demons and stuff. That I can imagine. But any other human, you know, flesh and bone intruders, I don't think so. I won't let anything happen to you this week, I promise. Foreshadowing, maybe? Look, if it will make you feel better, I can ask some of my men about him. I doubt much will come of it, though. Not many employees want to get caught tattling to their boss. Ditchlings, potential mind collapse. Ditchlings, let's tell her about the ditchlings. There are monsters in the woods, Tabitha. I know it's hard to take this seriously, but we caught them on camera, and they are supposedly a portent of doom for the town. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I'm asking you to take me seriously. I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there is some kind of doom coming for this town, it will be because I am not able to do my job. Coal is a tough industry, Mortis, as I'm sure you know. The seams in these hills aren't exactly untapped either. This mine has been operating for almost 200 years. It will run dry at some point, maybe even in my lifetime, but I will do whatever I have to if it means this place lasts just a little longer. Over 100 people work for me, and for each of those people, this is it. This is the best job they're ever going to get. I don't like doing layoffs. I don't like doing cuts. I don't like seeing my childhood home crumble around me. But every day I get up and do what needs to be done to save this town from ruin. Not that I believe anything when it comes to Stella and monsters, but who cares if you two saw a harbinger of doom? I see that every day. So see, Tabby is a good person, and you should love her. Or at least just not hate her. Appreciate her effort. He's doing her best, okay? Leave it at that. Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I was actually getting ready for a big meeting when you walked in. But if you want, you can just wait here for an hour or so, and I can swing back when I'm done and pick you up. Yeah, I usually trying to get ready for a big meeting by just crying over my desk, you know. Thinking about, how will I survive this? Just don't go around bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Not so much as make eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I will see you then. Bye-bye! As soon as she is gone, you place Kaneka's earbuds back in your ears and redial the group. Hey, is everything good? Tabitha was actually helpful, but I've still got some questions for her man. Well, you can try to go back and question them, but you don't have the chance because we are going to see Rosa sneaking up, so let's meet back up. Really? That's incredibly surprising. No use sticking around here. Regroup. Here she is. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Now, can you see this hole in the fence? In chapter 4, maybe? If you have keen eye and you can't convince the crowd, what are they doing? The strike. The striker, the crow that is striking. That's how I'm supposed to say it, I don't know. So if you can't convince them to let you in, and you have keen eye, then you will remember this hole and can crawl through this, which I think is incredible. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. She's probably fine. Kids will be kids, am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar. I mean, we should. We should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. Why? Why can't you, like, walk and handle a phone call at the same time? You know? You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. And only one. It's only one witchling, but there it is. Mystical. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the show mine! That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people, children included. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Mystical. Hey, remember all of those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people dying down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that deaths left some kind of mark down there? Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there, it doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Wow, we sure, Nix. Mortis and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Yes, you should let at least someone know about this. If they refused to call the parent here, you pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm on a meeting. A kid just snuck into the show mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever, I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you will listen. Okay, so my least favorite part of the series so far is the mine. Is the mine and the teenagers inside the mine. And it's not because it's bad writing or anything. They are teens being teens. But you know, one of the reasons I actually don't want kids is because I can't handle teenagers. They are so annoying and I don't want to listen to that conversation if I don't have to. Also, we want to be on good terms with Tabby. So, no need to get snarky. I will wait. Good. Tabitha hangs up on you. Wait for Tabby. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movement. You actually waited for me. I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Why wouldn't I? It's nice to see you, but thank you. Took you long enough. No. Cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs. Sure, okay, you've worn me down. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I would rather not leave you out here unattended. What will I do, honestly? You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Tabitha hops her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Follow her? Yeah. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you had expected. They are thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? There were a collapse, it's run out of coal. Deep down you like being a Kermertron? What the hell is this? And how do I pronounce it? No, why? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people. 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. And if you would know that it was in fact Enoch. It almost ruined our family. It should have ruined our family because we were the one who caused this. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Well, I can imagine that, yeah. That's reasonable. I can't say I blame them, yeah. What makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault? Yeah, that's morbid. If you think about it, isn't it the price we pay? What? Bonding. It's dangerous down in I'll be careful. No, what makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault? It doesn't really matter whose fault it is. Well, it does. We ruined his life. It does matter. Oh, I'm sorry. That's ancient history now. That was it. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everyone involved is long dead. Well, we will see tomorrow. What I care about are the 168 people who climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dead until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. So you see, again, Tabby cares. Tabby feels bad for everyone who died down here. Musical, a hateful and broken presence stares in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Hey, this place is haunted by the tragedies of the past, not by literal restless spirits. Don't go all ghost hunter on me. Whatever we just heard was probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban for my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Follow. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. I've never been in a mine before, honestly, but I would never ever go into one. I'm also very creeped out by caves. I don't like caves. I don't like tight spaces in general. So it doesn't seem like a good place to be. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe you let some people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. I don't know if you can tell, but I hate them. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There is some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We are not kids. Yeah, we are teens. Because that's so much better. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? I would so try out strawberry margaritas. Strawberry beer is my favorite beer of all times, and strawberry margarita sounds amazing. Oh no! I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Oh, sorry. A lot of misclicks today. It's late and I'm tired. I'm sorry. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? Yeah, like spending time together, some quality time, yeah? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she would ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. It's not weakness, you know? She's jealous. No, she just hates her family. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. You are a little rough around the edges. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Oh, Debbie. Poor baby. Let's move on. Yes. Or remain silent. You know what? Remain silent. You remain silent. Let's just move on, alright? Yeah. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at a continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Yes, I'm going to annoy you with this sound. You have to bear it, because I have to bear it. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a church hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We will see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby. Hey, Martis. We thought we'd lost you there. Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us because they are teenagers, Kanika. What were you expecting? Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. Oh my god. All of these teenagers, I hate Becca the most. But what hurts my soul is that I love her hair. Look at her hair. Her hair is great. but everything else about her. And I know that you can't say it, but we all know that this is a Jack Skellington reference, okay? So I love the hoodie as well, because, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. But still, Becca, shut up! No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Because what you are doing right now is so mature. Like, come on. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. Because you're a big kid, Stella. That's why. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? That's true, you have a point. They die however they want. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my minds not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Theodore said 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you and I'm not sad. Where did you get that idea? Running a clickbait YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she said, so what? Give it a few years and you will be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. And your idea of good time is a mine. Is a mine. Are your lungs not full of dust? Really? Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. That says we can stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you are going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off of my property. Tabitha! Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Scar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't it like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up, he says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There is no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca is right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. Because you're still a little kid. That's why you're 13 years old. Come on. You're all children and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Debbie. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. He still sleeps with stuffed animals. Oi, I feel attacked. I like my stuffed animals. I would sleep with them if my dog, if my dog wasn't stealing them and tearing them apart. So so we can't put them out on the bed or anywhere else. So yeah. But stuffed animals are cool, okay? That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm not going to weigh on this. This is between you and your dad, and two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. Yes, Oscar is going to protect you, treat you more like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost? At this rate, I would be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. We don't really have a reason at this point to say that. Like, we only met the ditchling things, which can be whatever, you know. These can be like Kanika says, any normal animal that we haven't encountered yet. So I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that's not here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalie's house is haunted, we should break in and like ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. Oh my god, Zayn, you can ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can break into her own house. Oh my god. Why? Why are we still here? Why are we still arguing about things that doesn't even matter? Why? There is no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. We get it, Alexis. You have a crush on her, just tell her. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. Exactly! These are exactly my thoughts. Thank you, Tabby. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, mice? We are leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Panic is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for a scary mine noises? It's stomach knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've gotta check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. Honestly, it was only one strange thing. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. I mean, up to this point, only the ditchlings were the strange thing that happened. What other strange things are you talking about? Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby, you can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You are all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives up. It will be funny. It will not. Wait a second. Where did 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? So if you have keen eye, you can spot them climbing into this tiny hole here. Unbelievable. I'm waiting Becca to... When will Becca show up? Whoa, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. Are you scared of the dark? I noticed them sneak off, and like I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, they must have squeezed through the child-size tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where it goes. I've never been able to get these hips through, though. Through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I'm literally begging you. Oh, the blush. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess, but no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Ah, Becca, yes. So this hole right I was waiting so you can see it better. So if you have keen eye, you can see them crawl into that hole. But you can only stop Rosalina. But therefore, because you stopped Rosa, you can get her out. And you can go after only the 2 other child who went down there and save them as well. But we don't have that trait, so we will have to choose. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them. And I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If the citizens get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Mortis. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in the tunnel anyways. They have crossed the barrier that I cannot. So my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. You are underground. What were you expecting? I will happily escort these 2 knuckleheads out. The puppy eyes. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There is no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. What's the point? We could just leave. Do I have to come with you? Don't push Tabitha, don't push Stella. I'm not getting in the middle of this. I mean, these are all so mean. Why are these all so mean? They're gonna get mystical. There's no way around it. It isn't just those kids. Something is calling out to us from down below. Noted. I love it. I love it. We are just coming up with some complete strange bullshit, and Tabby is just like, noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? I will see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Konica, Mice, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mine, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no toddling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. They left their stuff here. Why would they do that? Bring the chips and the margarita thingy. Oh, and the lamp. Shouldn't we bring the lamp with ourselves? You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. As the 3 of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We are doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her a wand, so she can just let her boss us a wand. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with that nobody like Stella. The smile. Hey.
I don't know, I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a thing or think you're cool, Tabby? I feel nothing about it. The opinion of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kinda hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there. Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. That was a bit rude. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. Thanks, Stella. Meat Rice. That's a big deal. They are on like every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I don't understand why would you pick either of these, so just press on. You quietly press on. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just my sound. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There is no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Oh, shut up, there is nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. They are just so annoying. I can't read them. What did they see? Tommyknockers! It's not Tommyknockers. They are probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure those poor kids? No. I knew coming was a bad idea. I can't believe they are making us do this. They better get grounded when this is all said and done. Yes. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. You have experience in dealing with parents? Just asking. Why would you have experience in that, exactly? Look on the bright side, Mortis. If they didn't come down here, we would have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Why is that the bright side? Tabitha glares at Stella. We're getting close. Let's just keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Yeah. The pit radiates rage, white hot anger. It irritates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins the climb down. Follow. You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on! Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't make the noise. The noise! Yes, the noise that these teens are making. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on! Pretty sure? I thought you've been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Howie, I don't want to be down here anymore. I'm sorry, I have to take frequent drinking breaks because my throat just starting to give up. I'm usually not speaking this much. In fact, I'm the quietest person you can find on earth. I'm convinced about that. And so that I decided, oh, a YouTube channel would be great, yeah? Like, for a long time I wanted to be a teacher, but the reason why there were several reasons. For example, I would like to not to starve, you know, because that salary is like a death sentence. But the other reason was that I can't talk that much. Like, a teacher has to speak the whole day without stop, really. And yeah, I couldn't do that because I'm not used to talking, honestly. And here I am with my tiny little YouTube channel, talking hours without pause. Yeah, my throat doesn't really like that. So sorry for the breaks. I hope it's gonna get better with time. I think it was actually this way. I also cough a lot in these videos, but I try to cut those out because they are really annoying. Oh, shut up! No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca! Yep, they are close, alright. Good thing they are so damn loud. It sounds like they are really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Step forward. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. Desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Mortis? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. You said we wouldn't use this shipment. Standing man. Okay. Standing man. You know it's compromised. Seated man. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to get ahead with it. So the standing man is Charles. And the seated man was Enoch. It's still sturdy enough, it will get the job done. So in reality, Charles was trying to stop Enoch from using the compromised wood. So Charles actually wanted to prevent this collapse from happening. And Enoch was the one who decided it was good enough, you know, it will get the job done. And maybe, just maybe, I have a theory that by getting the job done really meant that he wanted the mine to collapse. Like it was on purpose. I hope we will find it out. It's just my theory. Mortis, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something and then you and Tabby just knocked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you are still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the vision, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head drops as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. And here are, if you remember what we read about Tominokers, they are the spirits of dead miners. So maybe these are really Tominokers? Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. I have a question on you, but it's not big enough to trust you, you know. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Mystical. Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place. The sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's got to be fumes or something down here. It's an odd mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? How can you be sure? Let me go. How can you be sure? Look, this kind of thing happens in mines sometimes, especially when there is bad ventilation. Stop being weird. We are leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath and it looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. Oh, she likes you. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them there. I know which way they were going. They will listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Now, here you have to choose who are you going to save. If you have strong-willed, you can just, without question, just pick up Rosalina and run out with her, which I think is great. It's a great option. She is going to be angry with you afterwards, which is understandable, but I just love it. But what we are going to do now is we are going to take Rosa and leave Becca and Alexis here. Not only because I hate them, but because I'm curious, you know? I think at least one of them is going to die. I hope it's Becca. You reach toward Rosalina. I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do. Mine is coming apart. We can't go. Make that choice. Don't die for the mistake. Your dad wouldn't want you to die down here. Wow. The mine is coming apart. Rosalina can't go after them. What if they don't make it? They already crossed that bridge. You can cross it too if you want. I don't care. Rosalina hesitates for a moment. Alexis, Becca, the way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you will be able to make it out. Okay, let's go. She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you would expect from someone who spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the three of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry I left you guys. It's deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. Continue. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. And there it is. Freedom! The three of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. And the ditchling is gone. Alexis, do you think the other two? Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there is another entrance or something. Or maybe they are still alive in there? Oh God. I'm so Joey. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad is on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. And they can start digging. I'll call Earl. You're only now calling the police? Stella, wait a minute. You left us down there and said you're gonna go get help. And you're only now calling the police. You haven't gone to get some miners either. What was your idea of getting help? It was calling Oscar. That was your idea of getting help. I mean, come on. It takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with men and the machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella and Kanika, afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. And I can't believe you left us down there, ditchlings. Do you think Becky and Alexis are okay? There were survivors in the last collapse. At least Rosa is safe. I left them down there. They brought it upon themselves. Wow. At least Rosa is safe. Thank God. If you and Tabby didn't pull Rosalind out when you did, you all might have wound up buried down there. I think you did the right thing. Thank you. Your vision. Amazing. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to the place. Chad's show was set up. No way, dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. Excuse me, I'm right here. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just auto-suggestion. I don't know, Nix. You weren't down there. Mortis and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures. Next to a creepy stone carving, it was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. The entities in the mind, ghosts, shadows of dead miners, ghosts. I'm pretty sure Tabitha and I saw some ghosts down there. They were right behind you just before you left. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been trying to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they are actually bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they would be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mind collapses, I guess. Neat. Everything that happened in there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving. Yeah. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt odd. What happens now? Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? She's okay, I'm not sure of it. Have you met the kids Rosalind hang out with? Doesn't admit that of there because she stood up for herself. That's true. That's true. You should be proud. She's a good kid, Oscar. Thanks. She's okay, I made sure of that. Thank you, Mortis. I just wish I could have kept her from going in there in the first place. If I just paid closer attention to her, maybe none of this would have happened and those kids wouldn't be down there. I can't help but feel like it was my responsibility to prevent this, and I blew it. Yeah, teens are reckless. Yeah, there's only so much you can do. That's true. I was a reckless teen as well, and I've got into situations, you know, like not too good situations, so. And the shorter the leash, the worse the relationship. Don't blame yourself for choices someone else made. That is also very true. That the shorter the leash, the worse the relationship. It's very, very true. As a former reckless teen myself, and as a current reckless adult, yeah, she's right. I guess that's true. I've tried to let Rosalina make her own mistakes and learn from them. But that's for staying up late or going too fast on her skateboard, not this. Have you met the kids Rosalina hang out with? Yeah, Rosa's lived here since she was 2, so she basically grew up with them. They're a little older than her, and yeah, they get into some trouble, but I didn't think they were bad kids or anything. They're always so polite to me because you're an adult. Especially that Alexis, gosh, that poor girl. I mean, you are Rosa's father, that's why they are being polite. Always acted like a dog somebody had killed. Oh, now she's in there. It's not right. I mean, she had the choice to escape. It's gonna be okay, Oscar. None of them deserved this. They weren't bad kids, just reckless. Don't know what they were expecting. Shouldn't have let hang out with them. Becca is trouble. Becca is trouble. I mean, okay. In the next episode, we are going to meet Becca's mom, who is just a prime example of a Karen. So I can't really blame Becca either. And they weren't bad kids, just reckless. Yeah, we can blame them for stuff like this. Something terrible at Tommy occurs. Terrible. There's something terrible in that mine. I think it was tummy knockers. I can't believe they're actually real, but I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we went down there. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. Rosalina told us you two have been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from that. Yes. Oscar sighs. Rosalina told you that? Yeah, it's true, but you have to understand there is something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. Kanika. Yeah, we do, right? I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. And because of me. Because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish she could understand. Mystical. I'll put the spirit to rest. We can perform a seance tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll do whatever it takes, Oscar. Kanika is just going with it. I like it. I love her so much. She is just, oh, whatever, Stella. For sure we will do that, yeah. Okay, I'm into. Thanks, you guys. That really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. Oh, Rosa, no, of course not. I'm not mad at you. Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there is another exit somewhere? Rosa, I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and you're safe. We couldn't have gone back for them, right? We couldn't have made it out if we went back. Well, technically we could have. We would just lose a half leg. It's not even a whole leg, just half of it. That's it, yeah. You're right, we wouldn't made it out if we went back for them. Yeah. They don't deserve to be down there. Why should I have made it out when they didn't? This isn't about what people deserve, Rosa. You have no idea how grateful I am that you are still here. It's not fair, Dad. It's just not fair. Well, maybe someone will learn that their actions has consequences. Right, Rosa? I know, Rosa, I know, but I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now until we get them out of there is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm gonna do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're gonna have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad. We're on the case. Well, we will be okay, I promise. I'm going to take her home. I guess we will see the three of you tomorrow. And thank you, Mortis. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. You're very welcome. Bye-bye. As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Mortis, my men are set up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In a private? Okay, fine, just make it quick. And don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us too? We witnessed this too. Oh sure, but that can wait. We know where to find you all. That's right. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson. But you can call me Earl. Pleased to make your acquaintance. We both saw your little incident at the diner yesterday. Hope that tonight's little accidents haven't colored your perception of our town. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. I mean, what does it have to do with the town that puked all over the diner? But sure. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine and the very property Mortis's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Mortis happened to be in there with them at the time of said collapse? I would be lying if I said it weren't peculiar, though I'm sure you are an upright citizen, Mortis, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. I never understood. What are they trying to imply here? Like, they're suggesting here that I was the one who caused a collapse. Like, I kidnapped all these kids, shoved them into the mine, went in with them, of course, and then caused the collapse because I wanted to die with the kids. I have no idea. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. You've got to understand where we are coming from. 2 kids, 15 and 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they are dead. And you were on the premises. Yes, and I made the mine collapse, right? Whether or not that was a merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our diligence here. You can try to talk with them about Dwayne, but they are gonna get angry with you. This town is haunted. You're out of your depths. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. If it wasn't for me, they would all be dead. We are not going to say this because we want everyone to see it like Tabitha went in after them, and she is the hero here. I don't have to talk to you, I know my right. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We're just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions, just trying to gather all the facts, you see? Just being thorough. Please help me, how do I pronounce that? Our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there is nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we will let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Nick? It's your fault that you haven't got the miners or the cops earlier. I mean, no, it's not your fault that the mine collapsed, but come on, what's the definition of help? Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident? Yes, apparently they wanted to. Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Mortis? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. See you tomorrow, guys. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Zoe, how are you holding up? Why do you treat Stella like that? How are you holding up? Poorly, but I would really rather we didn't get into it. Why do you just treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she would get that we are not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. So we about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Sorry for apologizing. Am I talking too much? Or at least you called. And I waited for you. I would like you to notice that as well. Do you think Becca and Alexis are okay? We won't know for days at the earliest. Their parents should have kept tighter reins on them. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearline to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Oh, what am I telling you this for? Are we bonding? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. And about Pearline, for that matter. Maybe later this week? I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I would like that. She likes me. So, if you have, I think you need to have keen eye, and if you say you're right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight, then she will imply that she wants kids. You're right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Exactly! People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some parents who aren't ready. Take Oscar! There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19, which is very, very young. And clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. It's not fair. I mean, this is suggesting as well, but if you have keen eye, you can talk a bit more about it. And tell her to find what is wrong with you. Oscar house is haunted. You're right, it isn't fair. Tabitha goes quiet. It seems that's all you're going to get from her on this. Right in silence. Your eye wander back to the tree lines as you and Tabitha sling back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You're welcome. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. Oh, you noticed it. I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the show mine, you barely even notice the dust. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. How were they not choking down there? Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of the staring from a tree. What the what? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there is more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread bowling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired balls sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. So this is the indication that this night is the night when Tabitha gets the goat. Because if you have talked to animals, Frou tells you that Tabitha kicked her out of her room. And the next morning, we will see Dustin Mom in our drawer. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Poor Tabby. The basement with the angel head. And the knocking. This is the end of episode 2! Yay! Now, for everyone who watched this far, I want to share another insight of you about the process of making these videos. I told you already, but I'm sure you already realized yourself that I have a problem with the audio. You know, the recording of the audio. It sometimes cuts off my voice, and I couldn't figure out why was that. So I tried everything. Was it the microphone? No. Was it one of the softwares that I was using? No. Was it something that I haven't set up properly? No. So it turns out today that the issue is within me. So it's very, very funny because as I speak, sometimes I speak on a frequency that my microphone just can't pick up. Yeah, that's it. Me talking is the problem here. And I honestly think this is great. Like, this is an issue that is just so me, you know? What else would be the problem if not my own voice, you know? So yeah, how am I going to solve it? I have no idea. But I will try with things, I guess, and hope for the best. Right now, what I'm trying is I'm watching my tone. I'm trying to, you know, not be too loud or too quiet, and we will see how it goes. So yeah, that's the funny little fact that I wanted to share with all of you who watched this far. In the next episode, we are going ghost busting, which I'm really excited about. I love chapter 3. Chapter 3. So thank you all for watching the video, and especially for watching this far. I will see you in the next one, and
No one likes outros, so bye bye!